All right, joined now by three more outstanding coaches here in the WCC. Marty Wilson in his first season at Pepperdine. Rex Walters, an emerging program at USF. And the statesman now here in the WCC, Coach Reveno. What's up, guys? How we doing?
Good. How are you?
All right, building a program. And we are in different stages of building a program. We'll start with you, Marty. You're in your first season as a head coach. You've been obviously waiting for this moment for a long time. In building the identity of Pepperdine, what are some of the things that you're looking to establish?
Well, first of all, we're trying to change the culture in every way, on and off the floor. Something else we're trying to do is just bring back the past, the former players, so our guys understand what the tradition was about, so they understand our passion about building the program. So we're at the early stages, but I feel pretty good about where it's headed.
All right, so you're in the early stages. You had two players last year that were outstanding in this conference. They're gone, and now you've got to fill in the pieces with young recruits. So when you've been a team that's won consistently 20-plus games a year, and now you lose a couple of guys that were key components, how do you try to integrate in those freshmen but not overwhelming them too early?
Yeah, we got to adjust to them, I think. You know, we're constantly evaluating how we do things and trying to do it better. We don't try it to be rigid. We try to have a certain values and a certain way of doing things, but it comes back to what Coach was saying about your culture and how you do things. That's more embedded now than it was a few years ago, and so we feel like we can adjust some things without losing that identity.
And the identity of San Francisco basketball last year was kind of a surprise to the conference overall with the overall success that you had, but now you return everybody primarily, and the expectation level then goes up. So when you're a young coach and your team is now on the verge of taking that next step, what are some of the things that you're stressing with your group this year to help handle the expectations?
We looked at all the things that got us beat, you know, and turnovers were a big thing for us. Transition defense was a big thing for us. This year with 5 starters coming back, you do lose Mustafa Diar, who's a heck of a player for us. We do lose Marko Petrovic, who was a good player for us. But our guys understand the culture, and also now we have some senior leadership. We have some second and third year players that can help coach it as well. So, and then the biggest thing is knock on wood, stay healthy.
How often do you find yourself maybe going back on something that a coach said to you in your careers and you go, I would never say that to a team ever, and then all of a sudden you look up and you're like, wait, did I just say that in the locker room right before the game?
As a parent, I find myself saying the things my mom and dad told me, and as a coach, I find myself saying things to Coach Williams, Coach Riley, Coach Van Gundy, Coach Daly, that I hated hearing, but it had to be said and had to be accepted as a player. So yes, I draw upon those guys an awful lot in everything that we do.
I find myself too echoing what Coach Herrick used to say. I'm a parent.
You don't really go, all is fine at the Don, fellas. Do you? Are you channeling that, Jim Herrick?
Not very often.
You have an accent too.
Did you break that out?
When we're joking about Coach, we'll throw it out every once in a while. But I find myself all the time echoing some of the things that he said when I played for him at Pepperdine, and it's amazing. I'm sure you guys probably feel the same way of how valuable it is now when you're saying it. And actually, we were listening. It was important to us then, but it's even more important that we share it and our guys understand it and understand the value of it.
Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate your time. Best of luck this upcoming season.
Thank you.